Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's actually Tuesday today. Get these cameras up. Yeah, because we had yesterday off. It was National Reconciliation Day or something like that. Reconciliate, whatever. Recognizing that the British came in and stole all the native people's land. And the things we're doing to try to correct it. We need to do more. Definitely need to do more. Don't know how this camera angle worked out for the last video, because I haven't edited that yet. But I think it's about as good as it's gonna get, so hopefully it works out. We are in Westbridge. Let the van go. Yeah, coming into Westbridge here, there's nowhere to pull over and start recording, but man, they had so many trees that fell down. It's crazy. They had a crazy storm come through here last week. So many trees that you could see parts of the trees on both sides of the highway. They had just taken a chainsaw and made it wide enough for 2 lanes. I'm like, this is neat, but I can't pull over and record. Here's the actual bridge to Westbridge. Gotta take it wide, or else you'll clip the trailer on the corner of the bridge. Happens quite regularly. This side of Westbridge all got burned, so there might be less trees down here, but I don't know. We'll see. It looks clearer, calmer on this side. But Highway 33, the boring highway, started it yesterday. I'll continue it today. It sounds like I'm not going to be allowed to deliver today, which is a shame. Haven't had confirmation yet. We're 2 hours away right now. No, not 2 hours. Hour and a half away. We're going to arrive at 2:30.
You're back online. You are on the fastest route. You should reach your destination by 2:26 p.m.
2:26. Thanks, Google Maps. So I wish I would know if I could deliver today or not for sure. I would stop in Midway for fuel. I'm noticing the forest fire section here, there are a lot more dead trees that have fallen over. A lot less standing trees, so the wind did knock over a lot of the old trees. Let's hit that rumble strip. Only 19 degrees Celsius. It's staying quite cool today. I love it. It's very comfortable outside. It's now 1 p.m. Driving into the sun, but we'll be turning here shortly. Once we get to Rock Creek, we'll be driving east. So right now we're southbound. I'm at half a tank of fuel, so I don't need to stop for fuel. But it's always nice to top off near the end of the day. Those are messages from the boss going, have to be there by 2:30. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we can do it. Even if I sped as fast as I could the whole way, I just don't see it. I really wanted to deliver today. They just took too long to load. If they had half an hour quicker, we could do this. to be 70 in this section, but they just marked it all as 50 now. Not 70, 80. It used to be go from 100 down to 80, and then 50 a little closer to town. Welcome to Rock Creek. Yeah, definitely nothing like Rock Creek or Westbridge and Carmi. There were just trees everywhere. This isn't bad at all. So the storm must have been very spotty on where it hit hard and where it didn't.
In a quarter mile, continue straight onto Crow's Nest Highway, British Columbia 3 East.
Thanks.
Continue straight onto Crow's Nest Highway, British Columbia 3 East.
That is annoying. And I don't really want to mute my phone because I don't want to miss any phone calls.
Continue on British Columbia 3 East for 63 miles. Beautiful. What's this river called? Is this Rock Creek River? No. Why did my brain go blank on this? Kettle River, because Kettle Falls, Kettle River. Beautiful Kettle River. It's always gorgeous coming along here. And you guys pointed out that the source of the Kettle River is way up on the Monachies. When we drove through the Monachies a couple of weeks ago. Next town is Midway.
midway scale before that. I still don't know what we're going to do after this. I'm guessing it's going to rely on if I can deliver today or not. Nice blue sky this way. Like, it must be warming up, but no, it's down to 18. It's actually dropped a little bit. Lots of heavy-duty equipment there being repaired. Always interesting to find out where the heavy-duty shops are. Tractors and bulldozers and telehandlers and excavators. Grass is growing pretty good, but I don't think he's getting another cutting this year. I'd be getting snow too quick here. I'm guessing we're going to have snow on the roads within 2 weeks or so. 2-3 weeks. He still has a couple of bales left over here. I know he had a lot more, and I saw trucks parked down there loading. Maybe he's keeping these for himself. Even these hills here are slow right down. We're doing 70 kilometers an hour. It's not even a big hill. Half a tank of fuel. I think I'll just bypass the fuel and go for it and see if we can do it or not. Hello, Popo. Seen a lot of cops today. From today morning all the way like Highway 33 and now down here on Highway 3, there's just been cops all over the place. Must be doing a bit of a blitz, trying to get as many people for speeding as they can. There's a bunch of pumpkins in the field there among the trees. Yeah, some very nice pumpkins. Along here too. I didn't realize there was that many pumpkins growing here. Should be ready just in time for Halloween. From all the way down here. Yeah, he's got hundreds of pumpkins. On the other side too, on the left side. Pumpkins all over. Welcome to Midway. Kettle River Museum. There's always a couple cars parked there, so I feel like it might be open. This is where I was thinking of fueling up at the Esso key lock over here. Card lock. And then if after I unload, if I'm headed back this way, I'll just fuel up here on the way back. If we head the other way, I'll have to do a detour into Castlegar and fuel up there. was a fairly big city back in the day. The coal mining, and they did a lot of coal mining there. Probably did other metals too. Black lines into that pullout. Apparently it's the pullout to get into at the last second. Well, I see more and more clouds developing over that way again, so maybe our blue skies are not going to last very long. I gotta enjoy them while we can, right? This guy on the left has got a lot of old big rigs parked in the yard. I'm sure he's done a lot of trucking in his life. It's gotta be like 15 old condemned big rigs. You see one or two that are still running, so you might still be trucking. Part of the world could use a little more moisture. Everything is pretty gold. Everything is dried right out. Pretty darn close to the U.S. border now in here. In fact, Highway 3 pretty much parallels the U.S. border all the way from Hope to Medicine Hat. Always close to the border on Highway 3. Zigzag back and forth through the valleys and mountains, but always close. other truck was sitting at the midway scale. He had unhooked his trailer. The two drivers always meet at midway. So one must live near Vancouver somewhere, and the other one must live in Alberta somewhere. And instead of doing the run, a 2-day run, and then come back home, what they do is meet halfway, switch trailers, and they both end up at home every night. So in the morning, the Alberta driver fills up the milk in Alberta somewhere, delivers it to Midway, drops his trailer, switches to an empty trailer, drives back to Alberta. Meanwhile, the other driver starts in the morning, heads over to Midway with an empty trailer, drops his trailer, and waits for the full one to show up, hooks onto the full one, and then heads down into Vancouver somewhere. That way you can get Alberta milk down into the lower mainland in one day. Welcome to Greenwood. See the big smokestack where the mine foundry used to be. The actual mine was up into the mountains up on the right-hand side. These days, Greenwood is known to be the smallest city in Canada. It still has the city status. Most of the buildings are still old rock work. Some brick, but a lot of old rock. So it didn't occur to me until recently that up ahead where the old tunnel is, there used to be 3 tunnels. There are still 2, 1.5-ish. The half of one you see driving by. One of them got destroyed when they got rid of the railroad and they just dug a hole through the embankment where the railroad used to go over top. Because the tunnels were just to go underneath the railroad. That's why there were 3 tunnels. But I never thought the fact that the river needs a tunnel. And now that they were doing construction down there, I'm like, oh, there's an old rock tunnel down on the left-hand side, going through this big bank here, right here on the left and right-hand side where the bank and tunnel is. There's a huge tunnel going through the creek. So you see the tunnel on the right-hand side. There would have been another tunnel right where we are. One was eastbound traffic, one was westbound traffic. But yeah, 3rd tunnel for the river. As we climb out of Rockwood, I think that's a good spot to end the video. Sorry guys, I didn't have much to say. Trees are starting to turn yellow, some nice scenery. Hopefully we see some more beautiful trees in the next 2 weeks. I was worried we would have missed all of fall, but there's still some colors. There's also some naked trees already too that have lost all their leaves. There's some veneer headed to Kamloops. Or it could go to Armstrong too. Anyhow, thank you ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And your guess is as good as mine what I'll be doing tomorrow. Hopefully I got reloaded with something and I'm headed out to deliver it somewhere tomorrow, but we shall see. I'm out of here. You guys absolutely rock.